welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. Here's Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone. Gnarlo, good boy. We left off. We were just talking to Ceradan here at his cabin. We had completed a bunch of quests dealing with all of the orcs up there in the area of Cirith Nur, just south of the pass where you go into Trestlebridge. And we got sent here to talk to Ceradan. He has us a quest to go to Hengstacer Farms and talk to Eglain there. I think we've pretty much done all the quests at Hengstacer Farm that they may send us on. But let us go ahead and complete this quest to be sure. I'm going to turn on my... There we go. Turn on the light a second. And we'll go see. Now the route that I'm going to take it, you can follow the greenway and turn to the east, just a little ways up the greenway, but this route here up past the Bree Festival grounds is just as quick, and you don't have as many wandering wolves and bears and that sort of thing to have to deal with. In fact, there's almost no mobs out this way whatsoever, I guess because of the fact that the festival grounds are so close. So just a little bit further north we'll hit the Hengstacer Farm. See if we can find Eglain. I'm really anticipating he's not going to have anything else for us. There's the road that comes up from the greenway down there. Eglain should be right up here on the left. In fact, with our horse, we've tended to outrun all the NPCs here. They should be popping in just a second. And it did take just a moment for them to finish popping in. Of course, here's Gil. We still haven't finished his quest, which involved hunting down whatever that walking tree was you saw. But here's Eglain, son of Hadragar. Let's talk to him about Ceradan. Though I'm really doubtful he's going to have anything for us. Hengstacer Farm.
What can I do for you?
Orcs, you sound like that foolish dwarf who was here not long ago. I will tell you the name that I told to him, the same that I told to him. Talk to my farmhand, Cam Applewood. He's the one spreading the hay over there. Let's go talk to Cam.
How can I be of service?
Are you here about our horses? There you go. Finished up Hengstacer Farm. I'm sure he would have told you about Odvar the Dwarf had you not completed that line of quest yet. Okay, so let's take a quick look. Has this guy got a ring over his head? No, he's just a stable hand. Okay. Let's take a quick look at our quest log and see what else we have to do out this way. Breland, we got a couple of grays, we got a bunch of got a bunch that we can do in the Barrow Downs. We've got some out in the Lowlands. Why don't we go talk to Deputy Osmond? There's a nice white level one, a level above us actually. And then we've got a bunch of 20s that we can finish up. So let's go do that. We are going to head back out to the Lowlands. And go out a little ways past. Go a little ways out past the Forsaken Inn. And when we reach that territory, we shall talk to you again. Welcome back. We have reached the inn, the Forsaken Inn, and we're going to collect a few of the quests here. They are all level 23 or so now.
With you a moment.
So we should be able to have a fairly good chance of taking them on, and if we're going to go out into the lone lands looking for the deputy at any rate, it'd be nice to pick up some of these things while we're out there as well. I would tell you my troubles, traveler, and see if you can lend me some assistance. The Munces supply me with pottery and other trinkets found throughout the ruins in the lone lands. They count themselves folk of these lands, these Eglain, and they depend on such trade for their livelihood. Goblins have overrun the ruins where they are accustomed to gathering the pieces. They cannot gather the pottery shards I require, and I will find my deliveries impossible to fulfill. If I cannot send a delivery of pottery to Miss Sandheaver in the town of Bree, I will not be paid. There is a valley beneath the ruins of Minas Ariel, southeast of the Forsaken Inn, where wolves have been known to prowl. There may be some shattered bits of pottery there, and perhaps some whole pieces as well. If you can bring me some, I will see you paid for your efforts. Do be careful, the lone lands never cease to be dangerous, even in these troubled times. Okay. And Miss Sandheaver he talks about is the grocer in Breetown, who we've stopped at a number of times over by the stables, over by the northern stables. And she often mentions Kandak whenever you're there. Enfeebling the foe.
I don't know if you can help me.
I hate the goblins, I do. Skulking thieves, the lot of them, sneaking about in the night so they can pick the best herbs and mushrooms. They'll soon pick the lone lands dry if they go unhindered. Not that there was much out here to begin with. I made a special draft for them, though. It'll make them sluggish and unruly, perhaps unruly enough to fight amongst themselves. And if not, well, it'll have other effects that just might make them change their minds about staying here. Take these drafts and pour them into the barrels located in the goblin camps to the northeast of the inn at Weatherfoot, at the base of Weathertop. Return to me when the deed is done. So we'll have 6 foul-smelling drafts to put in the goblin food barrels. And we have Goblin Packmaster.
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
Since you are headed northeast into the goblin-infested hills and vales, I think I ought to ask you excuse me, one more favor and issue you one more warning. There are wargs among the goblins, and a good many of them. Old Mugwort, a dear friend of mine, and the cook here at the Forsaken Inn, hates them fiercely. I hate the goblins, though, and seeing that I do, I want you to be mindful of the Packmaster Luz. If you see him, steel your nerve and grab your steel. It would be a difficult battle, but you should defeat him. When you do, return to me with news of the fight. So we defeat Luz. Oh man. If I just had $1 for every time in college a woman's told me to steel my nerve and grab my steel. Okay. Gaderick Muntz. A greater theft.
I don't know if you can help me.
I am Gaderick Muntz, a member of the Eglain. I trade artifacts found in the lone lands to collectors in Bree in return for food and other necessities. Until recently, our trade has been brisk, but darkness has come to these lands and our people, the Eglain, face starvation and deal with murder. Goblins have crept into the lone lands and have made trade difficult. They attack us, murdering many of our number and seized many of our trade goods. Ruins of ancient Arnor overlook a large valley to the southeast of the Forsaken Inn. Minas Ariel, that place is called, and it was long dear to my people. Would you go there and retrieve our trade bundles from the crates that remain and return to me? The crates are all that remain of our last collection. So 10 trade bundles. Hunters become prey.
I don't know if you can help me.
My people suffered such horrors as wargs tore through the ruins before the lashes of their masters. Ferocious and unyielding, the beast devoured many members of my tribe, even as they lay dying. The beast must be punished, and my people must find their strength again. The wargs dwell now among the ruins of Minas Ariel, the home they stole from my people. We must humiliate the enemy, take their tails, and show them they are weak. Hunt down the wargs, collect their tails, and bring them to me, so I can see smiles once more upon the faces of those few that remain of my people. Vengeance for the lost.
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
This man needs some Prozac. Our people suffered an attack that cost many lives, and who knows how many more will be dead of starvation before the year is spent. The goblins must pay for this foul treachery. You carry yourself as one familiar with battle. Would you go to the ruins of Minas Iriel, southeast of this inn, and destroy the goblins you find there? The Eglain deserve vengeance. So we got guards, spear throwers, and a white hand thrasher. And finally, Fauster the fox.
Hello, friend. Could you help me
Fauster's
with something?
request. I make my living trading with the patrons of the Forsaken Inn, or rather I used to until the goblins arrived. Their presence strikes fear into my suppliers and has made trade impossible. Sadly, that doesn't remove my obligation to Ollie Redbrush, my employer in Breetown. A vale beneath the ruins of Minas Iriel, southeast of the Forsaken Inn, contains the coins and heirlooms I need, and more. Wolves inhabit the valley, and Ollie may forgive me the delay if I include some pristine wolf teeth with the shipment. If you assist me in collecting these curiosities, I will ensure that you are paid for the favor. Make your way to the valley beneath Minas Iriel and collect coins, heirlooms, and wolf teeth for me. So we have got a lot to do in Minas Iriel, and we are actually of a level that we might be able to do something about it now. So we are going to head out that direction and see what fate awaits us in the Eglain ruins. I was wondering where that young lass was going. Alright, so a whole bunch of quests here. Plus we still have the deputy to search for. Why don't we go look for him first? He is on a camp on the east side of Minas Iriel. Sent you to aid his deputy. So why don't we do that first? Let's try to see if we can get around to the east side of it. Finish this quest, and then we shall come back and go up the valley. Because that road right there leads up into that pass, and that's the way to Minas Iriel. But we want to try over on there. So cross the broken bridge, and then basically we're going to hug along the right zone wall here. There's a white hand guard. They're one of the ones we're looking for. There's a spear thrower. Hug along this wall until we find a ring pop up. And that will surely let us know we are in the right direction. Whoa! I just got dismounted hard. Haven't seen a trip like that in a while. But rolling. Collected a wolf tooth. Wow. And that's what happens when you have those wolves that can basically hide themselves and pop out when you least expect it. There was another one just then. You saw I detected his presence. Fortunately, we got past them before, and that one there as well. Those yellow fangs. We got past them before they could lock in on us. So as you see, hugging the zone wall is not the safest path, but it is the quickest to get to where we're going. Unfortunately, they're the only dangers that we should have that we can't easily avoid. Now, I believe this path here, yes, you see the rings appearing. And down there's the east road. We are directly across from Weathertop. This path that leads right up through here. And you see all the rings appearing. There's the Eglain camp off to our left. And we should find the deputies, or the constable's deputy, right up here. there he is. Deputy Osmond. My deputy.
Woe to me.
Bram sent me help. He sent me here to watch over this hobbit, old Mugwort, who is proving to be far more difficult to watch than I like. He also wanted me to make certain that this fellow Hunulf was kept safe. Safe. Then I receive a message from him that he wants all these other problems handled, and, well, thankfully you are here now. Ooh, nice chunk of experience for that one.
It's a sorry day.
Alright, that one's a little bit high for us, 25th level. We're going to hold off on Nishruk for right now. Let's see what Mugwort and them have, whether or not theirs are...
Might I have a word with you?
That one's still a little high for us.
Could I take a moment of your
That
time?
one's a little high. Not too bad, though. Ooh, and this one's got a bunch.
Stay and hear me out.
Burning the dead. Burn the Eglain corpses beneath Minas Ariel. When the goblins came into Minas Ariel, there was panic. Many ran toward the savages, and others fled through the valley beneath the ruins, hoping to escape the spears and sharp teeth of the goblins, only to fall prey to the spiders beneath. Those who entered the valley and did not emerge must be burned. It is only fair to save their bodies from the terror that awaits them. If you are willing, I will ask that you burn the corpses of the fallen. You will find the entrance to the valley north and to the west at the front of Minas Ariel, or over the bridge and through the goblins to the west.
I do not ask much of you.
Lost in their webs. Over the years, if we have studied and collected the items left in these ruins, we have earned a living for our people. Many of the goods that will help to purchase much-needed items for our folk have been lost in the spiders' lairs over the years. If you are already entering the valley to assist us with the spiders, then I would ask that you would take the time to reclaim these valuable treasures for us. You will likely find them wrapped in thick webbing scattered throughout the valley floor. Cut through the webbing and find the valuable items and return them to me. Weavers
Will
beneath
you
the
let
ruins.
me speak my piece?
Long has evil flourished in the dark places of the world, and creatures spawned in those shadows come forth to trouble the Eglain. Spiders, a kind which we call Valfang and Shadow Weaver, make their home in the valley beneath the ruins of Minas Ariel, northwest from this camp. Their staring eyes ensnare all that gaze upon them. Pluck out their eyes, and you remove their power. If you are willing to face them, I'd ask that you find the spiders beneath Minas Ariel and take their eyes from them, black as pitch and crimson as blood. And one last one.
I do not ask much of you.
Gnarlo, if you have the time, I would ask for assistance in a matter of great importance. Okay, that one's a level 25, so we'll hold off on that one for now. We'll come back. I think we have plenty to keep us busy in the valleys and all to the north. So let us head and see if we can't find Minas Ariel. I'm going to mount up. We're going to head straight across over that way. See if we can't hit the road and ride back towards the Forsaken Inn. Dodging goblins on the way. Alright, that was quite simple. Now that I know that the camp is there, that is definitely an easier way to find it. However, not knowing it was there, I probably would have passed it long by, being that the rings would not have been close enough to show up on the map. So we're going to head back to the Forsaken Inn, or almost to the Forsaken Inn. We'll be turning at the pass right before the stables. And this is the location we were looking for. Right over there's the Forsaken Inn. There's the stable. Right there's the broken bridge you saw us cross. And here's the path that heads north into the hills, where we're going to find Minas Ariel. So we will go ahead and dismount, head up this way, and basically fight anything we come across as we go up. Because all of them, like this white hand guard here, are going to be... Everything we come across up this way is going to be something that will help us fulfill our quests and our obligations to the people of the Forsaken Inn. And we have been stunned. Alright, not quite as easy to take down as the blue ones. I need more scabbards and tabards for our bounties. Okay. It's not necessarily necessary that we get all the ones that you find out here, because there's going to be plenty inside at the ruins. I can guarantee you that. Alright, let's throw a rock at him while we're netted here. Ooh, and he's taking off running. Much like the orc archers, being that he's a spear thrower, once again, all the missile troops tend to be pretty fair pickings there. Let me say it, a good deal squishier than the normal people, the melee troops. I think we still have some bounties to collect for boar tusk, perhaps. We'll find out here in just a second. Didn't drop anything there, but we will see. I'll have to take a look at my thing. Look at the quest log. And basically this is what... Ooh. Alright, that one did spot me, I think. There we go. Silent Yellowfang. See, this is a good section for low 20s. I'd say probably level 20 if you're in a group, all the way up to mid to high 20s. Yep, Wolftooth. Mid to high 20s if you're doing solo. You can get some pretty good experience here. You fulfill a good number of quests, which will give you nice amount of reputation with the Eglain, who are the chief people of the Lone Lands. Finished goblin scabbards once again, and we're gonna just continue our way right on up the hill here. So once we get closer to the actual camp, we will rejoin Gnarlo in his battle already in progress. You have brought a number of goblin scabbards to me, friend? Very good. I am a man of my word, and I will pay my debt as I promised. These will do well to ease the pain of our losses, and will be used to remind our people that there are still ways to strike out at the evil spreading through these lands. A good number of trade components there, and a tailor scroll for our burglar.